Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Cold Waters, episode number 7. So in the last video we had that TLAM failure, which was a bit disappointing, but I haven't posted the last one yet, or I should say I haven't gotten any feedback about it, but I did go back and kind of look through what I had recorded. I also tried to do a little bit more searching online. I did the mission correctly. As far as like launching 10 TLAMs into the shaded box, which is good. I suspect that what might have happened is one of our missiles was shot down. Now, this is a little bit difficult, hard to say, because I think we had eliminated all the contacts that were capable of doing that. And if there was one contact remaining, that one active pulse we were sometimes getting, it didn't shoot down any of the first 4 missiles, which I find a little bit weird. That we would get a barrage of 4 through, and then later, I mean, from a human perspective, it makes sense. The ship wasn't prepared. It didn't. Maybe it's some fire control operators weren't. We're getting a cup of coffee or something, or dozing on the job, who knows. But for the AI, from like a game standpoint, programming standpoint, I don't think that there is a reaction, a delayed reaction to like incoming threats. If that exists and that's what happened and that's why they shot down one of the later barrages, I'm completely okay with it. That's actually fantastic, because that does model how things would go in real life. There's a little bit of confusion when you see the first 4 missiles pop out of the water. Although at that point, actually I don't believe that story either, because we had already sunk 4 ships in the area. So it's a little incredible to believe that one ship wouldn't be preparing its own anti-missile, its CWIS systems. Anyway, I'm not sure what exactly was the situation in the end. I suppose if there was no game bug, it should have been. But we actually saw that there was a game bug at the after action report screen, so it probably was just a bug. Anyways, let's get into this battle, which is a submarine contact. Sierra 1 at 305. We hopefully are not sinking immediately. Okay, so let's just go ahead and do this. And immediately I want to slow down because we're supposedly cavitating. Let's get this 305 as our sonar contact to just off our port. The port side of our bow. Let's wait to identify how's our conditions? Very, very quiet. So this is almost surely what we're going to do, is just launch almost immediately down this bearing, which was 305. Okay, we don't need to give it more than 30 degrees. So we'll go 345. And we don't have the contact anymore. Wow, this engagement is really close to where we just were. Still, we have our submarine, we have our torpedoes prepped. We're going to do passive, especially on such a quiet day as today. New contact, Sierra 1. Let's find out what we're up against. And in this case, we know we're up against submarines. So we can go through submarines. Looks like it might be a Juliet. It's a November. I'm almost sure. That makes a lot more sense as well. So we have a November. The Novembers are pretty... Oh, they're passive, actually. Might be able to detect us already. No, wait, no. That's me. This is them. Alright, we have a Sierra 2 now. We have to identify. This is probably not going to be as old of a submarine. Nope. Oh, we lost 2. Okay, let's move a little bit more rudder right, so we can hopefully clear our towed array from behind the ship. Oh, we're flooding. Why are we flooding? Did I tell us to rig all quiet? Oh no, we're just flooding because I'm not using the pumps. Alright, well that's going to make us pretty noisy, unfortunately. In fact, I'm going to rig us for ultra quiet, and we're just going to use our ballast to offset the flooding, if possible. So hopefully we'll still be able to pick up this ship. There's no layer or anything, right? Yeah, just, I mean, 266, not enough area for there to be a layer. Okay, so we have flooding. This is going to be interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, we have the November. We lost the CR2. And unfortunately, we lost the CR2 before we could even start drawing a profile of her. This is semi-noisy. That's pretty good. I mean, that's good for us. I mean, it's very noisy. Her distance right now is assumed to be 30,000. We know that that's wrong. It's probably closer to 12,000. We know that these reports are usually off by a significant amount. So, just steady as she goes. Try to make as little noise as possible. And I'm waiting for this flooding to actually take effect. So we are ultra quiet, which means there shouldn't be any pumping going on. Just wait for this solution to get in. Let's just speed up a little bit. 960. Okay, we're actually moving into our baffles. That doesn't really matter to me, though, too much. More importantly, we need this Sierra 2. And I'm trying to line this up just to be due north. Should be plenty of distance. This submarine is really kind of hauling this November. If this range is accurate, which I still don't think it is. By the way, are we sinking yet? Nope, that's still good. I really wish we had that other one back. Are there any? Oh, so I'm hitting F4. There's no helicopter contacts. All we have is this one lone November out there, and one very, very badly injured Los Angeles. But we are running ultra quiet, so that she shouldn't detect us. Okay, there. Now we have... Her range is actually... Okay, 15,000. Okay, this makes sense. So I think we still launch one torpedo at this contact. And then just hopefully we are able to engage the next contact before we give ourselves away. She is going away, which means that, you know, slowly she's going to outdistance our torpedo. But the torpedo has a range of like 35, was it? No, maybe 45? We're probably okay. We're probably okay. I think I should still launch early, launch often. That's always been the motto, which has got me through these missions. So let's go ahead and do this, and maybe what we'll do is we'll stir up the Hornet's nest and get the other ship to stop with ultra quiet. Even if we get some pings to go off of, it'll be more than nothing, right? So torpedo away. We'll see if the wire breaks. I can actually pull it back a little bit. Oh, no, I can't. But I think that was a good... I'm pretty happy about that. So we're not going to reload this one because that would cause us to make a little bit of extra noise. And with an ambient noise of 75, we absolutely do not want to do anything to make any extra noise. So now we just speed ahead. I'm going to make my heading 010 in an effort to try to detect Sierra 2. Okay, 009er is also completely fine. We know where Sierra 2 more or less was. She can't go too far from this. She could be really close, but she's probably not very close if we're not... no, she could be close if we're... The reason why we're not detecting Sierra 2 is probably because she's a really quiet sub. So we're just going to wait. And you know what? In the meantime, this is the November. And she has a torpedo coming at her, which she is unaware of for the moment. I'm just waiting to look and see when we get Sierra 2. Ah. We got something. There it is. Sierra 2 is cavitating. They think it's going after them. Perfect. So let's get this one quickly identified. No. Nope, it's not quite right. That's it. It's a Sierra. Oh my god, it's a Sierra. Wow. Sierra's... This is, like, not good. No wonder we weren't detecting her. Put one immediately down this direction. Make our heading towards her as well. Yeah, let's see. Let's launch at 6,000. Should be enough. She's cavitating. We gotta get a solution on her. If it is a Sierra, she actually cannot detect us, but that's from that distance, which we know is not true. Okay, we have this torpedo running straight, so if it doesn't detect her from this way, it should keep running straight. So let's go ahead and launch. I think this is still the best thing to do. We got her to expose herself, and that was the important thing. And 5,000 yards away is probably more than enough to make sure it doesn't come back on us. So, go ahead, torpedoes away. Let's reload this one. Release from ultra quiet. Oh, actually, no. Do not release from ultra quiet. So, okay, November 1 is cavitating. Maybe she's getting the information from Sierra 2. I don't know how they would be sharing information underwater. Maybe they're just going to go ahead and be noisy now that they know that torpedoes are away. So this is the November. It's probably going to be a good hit. The more important one, obviously, is Sierra. Sierra is the best submarine, I think. I mean, the Victor 3 is also really good, but I think the Sierra is slightly better. The best submarine that you can go up against. Okay, noisemaker deployed. Don't have this one on a wire, so we can't guide it home directly, but I think she's going to find her target anyway. Ah, darn it, we lost the other one. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a kill. There it is. Boom. Is that a kill? It is. Now the Sierra is actually running straight at us, which is crazy. We still don't have her, but does she know where this torpedo is? We've gone too far. Actually, let's keep turning. We've already exposed our widest profile to her. Let's just keep going away. Make our direction, we'll make our heading like 09 or 0. Due east. What's that? Ah, the contact faded. Huh. Wonder why we lost her. The important thing is not if we lost her, it's the important thing is if this torpedo can catch her. And maybe I should have had this one go active knowing it's a Sierra, which can be very, very quiet. Still, it's so quiet in these waters right now. Ambient noise 75 is just so quiet. I have a hard time thinking that this torpedo doesn't find its mark. It's actually moving, I think it's moving directly at my torpedo to try to get within range, to try to like bypass the torpedo before it goes active, which is extremely smart. We're just going to have to release from ultra quiet in order to do some stuff here. So, unless, I think she's still not active, which is bad. And we're flooding, we're not losing depth though. That's one thing I have to keep looking out for. So 5,000 yards, I don't think that 5,000 yards is too long to go active. I don't think we'll overshoot. But the torpedo is definitely not finding this Sierra 2 right now. The next one we are going to have go active. Okay, she's cavitating. She's reestablished. All we need to do is remain undetected. That's the only thing we want. To remain undetected. And our torpedo has not changed direction quite yet. So we're still not sure where she is exactly. There, way over there is the sunken November. Alright, we're going to get this one, the next one to go active. And we... Oh, there she goes. She's found her. So just in time, man. It was a bit late to to detect her, but we finally did it. It looks like she is now a goner. Now we'll be standing by with the next one to launch, but I'm not sure this will be necessary. Okay, let's return to ultra quiet. So we have a better detection of her. I prefer to get... I prefer to know her exact location. Otherwise, if I sink her and I think she was here, she'll put the... It'll, even though physically she's going to be here, it'll put the ship marker over there, which is, you know, just a little annoying. Doesn't have any... It's just cosmetic, but... Actually, no, I mean, it can hurt you in planning things. Let's speed this up a little. There we go. Now we have the Sierra right where she is, which is nice. This is not on the wire, so she's turning... this is interesting. She's doing a lot of maneuvering. Good maneuvering so far. Yeah, this is one bad ship. I don't mean bad in the, as in not good. I mean, it is a fantastic ship, but that's a sunk ship. The good news is if they, maybe she's compromised, but if any of the survivors are stuck in compartments, I mean, this is kind of gruesome, but the ship depth being only 250 feet, this is not too deep to recover. So that's going to be it for us, flooding. Haha. Okay, well, yeah, we can release from ultra quiet now. We can go to damage control. We can get rid of this flooding. And then we can leave combat. Alright, there was a Victor 1 out there, but you know what? We don't... This is not our mission. We don't get any bonus points for doing that one. We just need to get out of here as quickly as possible. Oh, but it looks like we have a Navy Commendation Medal to Commander Tortuga Power of the USS Los Angeles. For meritorious service while serving as commanding officer, USS Los Angeles, SSN 688. Tortuga Power's numerous accomplishments, inspiring leadership, and steadfast devotion to duty are in keeping with the highest traditions of the United States Naval Service. Oh, that's quite nice of them. Ah, give me a... Damn it, no! Oh, boy. Well, it's only been 17 minutes. We'll try to do this one as well. I don't know how many of these we can get away with. Alright. Break for ultra quiet. Let's raise depth a bit. I didn't see, darn it. This time I actually did not see what direction they're coming from. But with ultra quiet, it shouldn't matter. We hopefully will detect them. Gonna put us up a little bit as well. We should start. We should be able to hear them starting right about now. Hopefully. I wish I had detected which direction they came from though. I want to run north just because it'll be slightly deeper water. Okay, there's Sierra 1. What are you? Delta 3? No, that one's missing. So we just focus right here. Victor 1. Well, it's the missing Victor 1, I guess. Lock that one in. And... we only have that one contact right now. There we are, way over there. Kind of cheating. You could, if you wanted, determine their course by doing this, but I'm not going to bother with that. It won't matter too much anyway. I mean, they're going to be moving slow just like I am. Very, very quiet water as well, so that's going to, again, I think, play to my strength. How quiet is the Victor? This would have been interesting. So this is the Victor 1, 152, semi-noisy. The November is 160, so it's even noisier. But the one I want to see is the... Sierra is 125. 125 versus 137. Yep, the Sierra is definitely the best of the best for the Russians. Victor 1, what are we dealing with here? Shark Teeth LF and Snoop. Shark Gill. Shark Tail. Okay, so this is it has worse. This has older stuff. It's a little noisier. Yeah, Los Angeles, by the way, is fantastic. I don't know if we have our own ships. No, we don't. I don't think... If we have our own ships, I think our noise is 108 or something extremely low like that. So much, much better than anything the Russians have. And that's why I think that the lower the noise, the better, because we're able to detect them from much further away, and then we can launch. Whereas active doesn't care what the ambient noise is. It really doesn't. So keep coming up a bit, since right now we're not able to control flooding. Okay, there's Sierra 2. I knew there might be a Sierra 2. Let's figure out what this one is. What are you? You are almost this. Are you a Victor 1 as well? Okay, well that's good news. We've identified both. I'm guessing that there's only 2 submarines, which was not true in the last mission, so it obviously doesn't need to be true in this one, but we're still going to play by this rule. We're going to pretend that this is the case. So I'm not going to be looking. I'm going to keep both these on off my port side, even though I'm giving them my broadside, my broad profile on the sonar, but that's okay because we're extremely quiet. They're not live with their active yet. So let's just get our solutions and then launch. Probably at the Sierra 2 is first, since that one will be... Oh, Victor 2 is cavitating. Or Sierra 2 is cavitating. I wonder why that is. We have a pretty good solution on Sierra 1. They've gone I wonder if they've actually detected me. Let's see. There's no way they would detect us according to this. There is a way that this one, if it goes active, will detect us. So we're going to do the smart thing and just launch right down the bearing. Victor 1's noisy enough. I'm seeing 152. That's noisy enough that I'm going to rely on passive sensors. So let's take you about this far. And let's launch you something like this. Then let's turn hard rudder full left. Hard to port, just so we're gonna make trying to narrow our profile a bit. And we might even keep this second one on the wire. It looks like we have to go a little bit further, so let's do that. Just make that change very quickly. This one's already lost, but I think that's already a good one. Pretty sure. They might have gone active only because they might have actually detected my torpedoes already. Okay, so we have... Okay, there's the loss of the second wire, but I think that's going to be okay. This is pretty good. The distance here is what? 19,000. I'm not too worried about that one detecting us. Sierra 1 is the most promising candidate to detect us, and look at that. Perfect, basically. How far away is this? Oh, I don't have any torpedoes left after this. How far away are you? 8,000. I think I deployed mine around 5,000. I want to just get the map. Okay, there, went active. Okay, good. And it turned immediately. It knows its target. Nope, it didn't turn immediately. There it goes. Okay. No mistakes. And when she's active, she does speed up quite a bit. So this should be a dead Victor 1. Okay, move around procedure. Second move around procedure. She's doing well. This Victor's... Wow, perfect though. Still, in the end, we got her. Next thing we want to see is, did we get this other Victor? And that's the only pings I'm getting. Let's just confirm that. Okay, there's the lock on. Let's go to the torpedo. Yeah, this doesn't look good for her. Oh, right in the nose. Probably the worst spot to get it, right in the torpedo bay. Yeah. And she's going to the bottom as well. And we have flooding, but that's the only thing we need to clear up before we go ahead and call this mission to a close. And we were able to get both of them in one video, which is nice. Alright, passing 200, we have no flooding. Let's go ahead and leave combat. And this is complete. Now, we don't have any... Get us the hell out of here, because we don't have any... all we have left is... Oh, God. We only... If this is a submarine, we do not have any torpedoes left. We only have missiles left, and we're not going to use those anyway. That would be really silly. So, okay, we do have one torpedo left. One. Oh, boy. Alright. Well, that looks like a good place to call this video to a close. A very aggressive 2 missions. We may not make it back. We are wounded. Apparently we're bleeding into the water because it seems like the sharks are coming running. So, but we'll do our best. So, but I'm gonna call this video to a close. Let's not make those 45-minute videos a routine. So thanks for watching this one, and stay tuned for another hair-raising experience in the next combat, where we are very weapons limited. So until then, thanks for watching, and take care.